Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Pure English Practice. I'm Karen Taylor. We're starting just a few minutes early, but we always have good conversations before we start the class. So I thought I'd record. Welcome to our teachers. I have some teachers in the room. Can you just raise your hands? There we go, teachers. Lovely. Hi, Jennifer. You're a teacher. We have some learners in the room. Hello, learners. Nice
Hello.
to see you. Welcome. Hi, Nat. Nat's a teacher. Good to see you. Yeah. Where are we from? Where is everybody? So please open the chat and take a moment in the chat to say hello. And I might say, hello, I'm Karen. I'm from California. I live in Maryland. Since I'm based in the US, I'll use cities and states rather. But if you are, I don't know, if you're in Japan, tell us you're in Japan. If you are Russian, but you live in the United States, tell us that. Tell us something, anything. We like to know. Okay. Wonderful. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, so you're from Alaska. I did not know that. Alaska, Alaska, Alaska. Try that. Alaska, Alaska, Alaska.
Alaska, Alaska.
So that what color is Alaska?
Black cat, Alaska.
Nicely done. You can see it.
Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska. Good.
Alaska.
Alaska. I see that Tam Ogura is from Japan. Japan.
Japan.
Also, what color? Japan. Japan.
Black.
You see it also black. Yeah, Japan.
Japan.
Yeah. Japan is an interesting word because it has two letter A's that can look like we should say Japan. But what I say, we can test it with Christine and Doug and Nat. I say Japan. Japan.
Japan.
Japan, right? Let's see if you can hear any differences. I'm counting on you just to be who you are, Doug, Christine, Nat. So in this order, Christine, Doug, and Nat will say Japan and say it 3 times. So we'll hear it 9 times. We're just listening. Christine?
Japan, Japan, Japan.
Doug?
Japan, Japan, Japan.
Nat?
Japan, Japan, Japan.
Great. So we keep hearing that Japan. Yeah. That's interesting for all of our visitors from Japan. I think I see
But we do,
Japanese names.
We do say a black cat Japanese.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So if we change from Japan to describing the language or the person, now it's not Japanese, it's Japanese. Japanese. Try that. Japanese.
Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese.
If you want to use the hand, you could say Japanese. Japanese. Really going to green, right? Japanese. 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 What color is Japanese? Japanese.
Green tea, Japanese.
Wow. Tell me your name, please. What's your name? It's Jerussi, but I can't tell you what your name is.
My name is Jorge. Is
Jorge.
really
All right.
crazy.
Jorge, if you don't mind, I'm going to change your name right there. No, it says Jorge.
Okay, it's okay.
That's great. Well done, Jorge. Yeah, so we have Japanese, but listen.
Japanese.
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 Yeah, so it's a green word. It's a green word. It's where we spend the most time.
Japanese.
Beautiful. Hey, welcome, everybody. We were just kind of warming up But now we'll start formally. Welcome again to Pure English Practice. I'm Karen from the Color Vowel chart, and we're going to start with a warm-up. Okay, so take a look at my chart. And if you want to know who's in the room, go to the chat. You'll see in the chat who's here. But let's just start with kind of a different warm-up. Usually, I cover each of the vowels in the Color Vowel chart. But today, the theme is a special group of vowels that are called non-moving vowels. What are they? Which ones are they? So try this with me. Turn on your mute, please. Be sure to mute yourself. No voices right now. And since I see Circadis again, Circadis, will you be my repeater? Will you keep your microphone on, please? Great, I see you. Great. Try this. Silver pin brilliant.
Silver pin brilliant.
Great. Red pepper excellent.
Red pepper excellent.
Black cat fantastic.
Black cat fantastic.
Great. Olive sock phenomenal. Everyone.
Olive sock phenomenal.
Nice. Auburn dog awesome.
Auburn dog awesome.
Great. Wooden hook good.
Wooden hook good.
Nice. A cup of mustard wonderful.
A cup of mustard wonderful.
Great. Purple shirt perfect.
Purple shirt perfect.
Great. Well done. Thank you for being my repeater, Circadis.
Thank you.
So what do these all have in common? These may all seem like very different sounds, of course, right? But the one thing they all have in common is that they are all one position in the mouth. So, I can hold this for 10 seconds and I don't have to move. Like that, okay? How about this one? Red pepper. So that's different from a moving vowel that has to move. For example, gray is a moving sound, and you can see that it's a mover because you'll see a little Y or a little W. See, there's a W, there's a Y. So when we met 2 weeks ago, some of us were there. I think Christy was there. I think Doug was there. We discovered that we can move with the moving vowel. It'll sound different. Yay, yay, yay.
Yay.
It has a movement. If I'm silent, you can still see it. Whereas with a non-moving vowel, it's one position. I can't, there's no movement. The jaw stays in one position. The tongue stays in one position. The lips don't move. These can feel tricky because they're so close to each other. Especially red, black, olive, mustard, If I use just the sounds, watch and listen. Pretty good. Pretty good. Well done. I like hearing some people. That's wonderful. Let's spend a moment. We're going to do a little bit of yoga. This is using your body to train your mouth because the brain is going to respond to your body. So use your arm, please, and follow me. I'm going to use, there we go. I can see everybody. I hope you can see everybody too. It's helpful. Okay. Your arm goes this way, like a mirror. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Now try not to stop your voice. Everybody's going to use one voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good repeater right there. Okay. When you land here, it's black. Yeah, black cat, fabulous.
Black cat, fabulous,
That fabulous sounded fabulous.
fabulous.
It sounded really good. Who's speaking? Who's saying fabulous? Is it Toa? Is that you?
Yes, it me.
Nice. Nice to meet
Julie.
you, Toa. All right.
Julie.
So I really enjoyed that black sound. Is it different? Let's see. Are you Vietnamese?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Do you have does that vowel sound like a vowel in Vietnamese?
Yeah. Yes, we have
You have a sound like that, right?
yes.
What about Japanese? Does Japanese have black cat, Thomas?
No, no, we don't.
No, we don't. Okay, so the strategy for you, if you don't have this sound in your language, maybe you're Spanish speaking, you don't have this sound in your language. You have a sound that's like it, but that's different from okay? Let's try one more time. We're going to use this motion with a smile. Keep your smile. Ready? Yeah.
E,
Still smiling. Okay. That's the black sound. Gorette, I see you with some clapping. Do you like that? You can unmute.
I have a question.
Sure.
Good night. This is songs for me. Red pepper, a black cat. It's Sam.
They sound
This
the
is
same.
yeah for my native language. It's difficult. I understand a pronunciation because for me, I don't have it. It's so black cat. I don't have these songs.
Good.
It's
Is your
so
first
hard.
language, is it Portuguese?
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So Portuguese speakers have one vowel sound here.
Yes.
That's both.
Yes.
Good. So for you, you need to raise your jaw.
Yeah.
So let's go
Yeah.
backward, everybody. Try this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down here. Now let's go back.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah.
yeah.
Good. Now let's go very slowly. Yeah. Here we are at Now just raise the jaw. Keep smiling. Raise the jaw a little bit. Raise your jaw more, Garrett. It's too far down. So we have to be very aware of your jaw.
Yeah.
So if you can take a pencil, you can take a pencil here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see, now I can see the pencil.
Yeah.
So watch the tip, and if you can come from all the way down, black. Now raise the jaw a little bit, and it will turn into red. I'm listening to you, Garrett. Raise your higher jaw. That's it.
I can't open my mouth.
Exactly. You need to close your mouth a little bit, in other words, but smiling, a little more smiling.
Okay.
You have to look at it and take a picture of it. With your mind.
Okay.
That's the beauty of these non-moving sounds, is you can literally take a picture.
Okay.
So now we have a quiz. I'm going to, there we go.
Julie, you
going
need
to
turn
cover
off
my mouth.
your mute.
I'm going to cover my mouth, and each time I show my mouth, I'll have a different position. You tell me, is it red or is it black? And for ease, instead of writing it, let's just say 1 is red and 2 is black. Okay, so 1 red, 2 black. Ready?
1. Excuse me.
Good. Ready?
1.
Also 1. I tricked you. Okay.
2.
2. Good. So you can see, Garrett, could you see that? Don't listen.
So sorry, I can see you.
Can you see me?
Can you repeat it, please, again for the paper?
Sure. One more time. Watch.
Hey, Karen,
Yes.
if you maybe pin yourself, it would be bigger and she could see your mouth better.
Good point. Good point. I will do it again. Okay, one more time. Here we go. It's either one red, two black. Ready?
It's one red.
Aha. Isn't that interesting, everybody? That's a two, Garrett.
Two. You see?
Now watch.
It's a red.
That's a red.
But yeah, okay. Black, you need to open your mouth. This is two.
So
Yeah.
now I'm going to just stay here. Watch. Meaning I'm training your eyes to notice the position instead of your ears. Because your ears notice the Portuguese sounds, but your eyes can notice the English sounds. And you can see if I do this, I can see it with my own eyes if I need it. Okay. So looking is going to help you a lot. And moving down here, if you're starting in black, you can move up. Okay, everybody, let's practice a little bit. That was great. Thank you very much for the tip to spotlight. Let's try a little bit of chanting and see if we can practice that a little bit. Okay. I'm interested too. How many of you want to know more about ah, ah? Yeah, I know some people wanted that. So is interesting for Garrett or other Portuguese speakers. Japanese speakers probably in Spanish are interested in Nat, remind me, I always forget that you speak another language. What's your first language? Is it Russian?
Russian.
And so there's no
Correct.
distinction between these, is that right?
Yeah, it was very hard for me. So now I can hear the difference very, very well because for those who don't know me, I completed an accent reduction program. I can hear the difference very clearly now, but it took me a while.
Yeah.
Get
So
used to
before
the
you can
difference.
hear it, you have to feel it. It's important to feel it or see it. So we have our five senses. Taste isn't going to help us. That's the one sense I don't think so. But we can hear it or not. We can feel it. We can see it. I'm missing a sense. What is it? You know, you can figure that out. But we have to use our other senses, not our ears. Okay. For this, what we're going to do is stop the smile. Everybody. So yeah, ah. Watch what happens to my mouth. Even from far away, close up, I'll go ahead and spotlight again so you can see me up close. Watch my lips here, how they relax. So these are smiling vowels, and this is no more smiling, no more smiling, okay? So we can practice these. The last tonight that I want to practice is from coming up. If you simply close your mouth a little bit, mustard. Let's practice these three. I have a little chant for you. This is black cat, Try that. Black cat, A cup of mustard, A cup of mustard, What am I thinking? Olive sock, olive sock, Now watch. Ah, 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 backward. Smiling. Good. Cat, cot, cup. Cat, sock, cup. Cat, sock, cup. cat, sock, cup, cat, sock, cup, cat, sock, cup. One more, cat, sock, cup. Great. Try the next one. These are non-moving vowels. We have pin, pepper, cat. I, a. Words, pin, pepper, cat. I, a. All smiling. I, a. Closed. I, a. Right? So the jaw is going lower and lower, right? So the chant goes like this. We'll use silver, red, black, pin, pepper, black, I, a. One more. I, a. You ready? Silver, red, black, pin, pepper, cat. I, a. I, a. One more. Silver, red, black, pin, pepper, cat. I, a. I, a. Again, all of these are smiling with different levels of the jaw. This is the jaw. Okay. Last one. Maybe we've spent so much time over here. It's time to move over here to wooden. A lot of people ask about wooden and they confuse it sometimes with blue. Notice that they're next to each other. Mover. Ooh. 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 So this is a moving sound like gray when we used it earlier. Ooh, woo, woo. Watch my lips. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. So notice how the lips are coming. They're opening slightly and closing again. That's the movement of blue. Wooden doesn't move. And that's one of the big differences. It's also just a little bit more of an open, just a little bit more open jaw. Ooh, ooh, okay. So those are the sounds in wooden and hook. I would like to see in the chat, please, a list of blue words, words that are blue. So for example, shoe, I might write shoe, shoe. What else is blue? Find the chat and write your words that are blue. Blue moon, okay? And teachers, if you would sit back for a minute, let the learners type in their words, that will help for a moment. Blue words. Oh, nice, Michio. Canoe is a nice blue word. Cool. Yeah, keep going. Think of your blue words. Future. Food, soup. Any more? Food, good. All right, so we can, if we just take those, if you're looking at the chat, okay, we can take just those words starting with canoe, and you should be able to feel, if you're doing it, the movement. Canoe, cool, food, soup, food, stew. All of these have that closing behavior of the lips. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now let's make a list of wooden words, please. Think of wooden words. I gave you good. We already have hook, good, sorry, good. What else is wooden? Could, foot. Don't worry about making a mistake too. Just type any ideas of wooden and we can fix it. Would, should, could, put. Any others? That's a good list. So now instead of ooh, just come down. Ooh, ooh. Mostly I'm relaxing my lips. Okay. But if we think of this, wah, if we lower the jaw quickly, try that. Wah. Now just go a little bit. Wah, slightly more open. Relaxed lips. I can listen to people in the room for a minute. I'd say, could you, should you? That's my saying right there. Could you, should you? Notice, could you, should you? Could you, should you, would you? Could you, should you, would you? The phrases I'm asking are in the chat. Could you? Should you? Would you? Okay. These are our practice phrases. I'd like to hear you before we practice more. Can I listen to a few people? Maybe, I don't volunteer. Irina, can I hear you? Could you? Should you? Would you?
Could you, should you, would you?
Nice. Good. I can hear a distinction, whoever my speaker was. Great. Let's see, Toa and then Irina. I'd like to hear you. Toa?
Could you, should you?
Good. Good. Try to connect those, would you? Could you, would you, should you?
Could you, should you?
Nice. I like your wooden sounds. They sound really good. Irina, did you get to speak before?
Me?
Yeah. Was that you that I heard you earlier?
No, it was me.
Okay, try this. Could you, would you, should you? This is Irina.
Sorry.
Could you,
Could
would
you,
should you?
should you, would you?
Great. Everybody sounds great. Who wants to try who's not sure? Anybody? Or is this easy for you? Could you,
Oh,
should
can I
Sure.
try?
Absolutely, Tam.
Could you, should you, would you?
Those are nice. I can hear a distinction. That's very clear for me. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank
Great.
you.
Then I'm going to do something harder, something more interesting. So here's my chant for the night to round out our study, and then I'll take questions. Go ahead and mute yourselves, please, and follow along like me. If I use my hand, then you use your hand. If I use my other hand, then you use your other hand. This is brain-based learning. Are you ready? Here we go. It's not bad. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. Check it. Black cat, bad. Wooden hook, good. Again, it's not bad. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. Black cat, bad. Wooden hook, wood. It's not bad. Change it up. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. Here it is. What's happening? What's happening? It's not bad. It's good. Do it again. It's not bad. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. Try it again. What's happening? What's happening? It's not bad. It's good. Great. It's not bad. It's good. It's not bad. It's good. Listen to this. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not bad. It's good. And stop. What color is worry? Worry. 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 One position.
Hook, worry.
It could sound wooden. Worry, worry. But listen, worry. Worry. Worry.
Maybe.
Any other guesses?
Olive sock?
Sock.
Olive sock would be worry.
A cup of
Okay.
butter,
Worry.
worry. A cup of butter,
Okay, listen. If it were mustard, it would be worry. That could work. Worry. There's another sound I'm using. Worry. Worry.
Worry.
Or
Rose
sound.
rose
Purple
shirt.
Let's
Is
try
it purple?
rose. If it were rose,
Blue?
it would be worry.
Blue?
Worry.
bubble shirt, worry.
Nice, Toa. Purple shirt, worry. Okay. So listen, look at how, and not listen, look. Let me show you. If you look at my chart, notice that the lines touch between mustard, purple, wooden. These are very similar, and all three are non-moving sounds. It's a lot like right? Similar sounding for speaker of Japanese with one sound here. So where Japanese or Spanish have one sound, or Russian, we have three. Portuguese has one sound, we have two. Here, you might have one sound for three in English in your language. So watch. Now, in addition to raising my jaw, I'm also moving my tongue into a curve inside my mouth. So watch. And it's difficult to see inside my mouth. But if you curl your tongue, or you can make a purple sound. As long as you create a curve in your tongue. We'll have another session on purple, so don't worry. But for now, know that these are similar. Worry, worry, worry. They're all the same word. Don't worry about it. It can be purple, wooden, or mustard. Okay, so we have a lot of flexibility in English sometimes, especially with that R sound. Worry, worry, worry. Okay, so those are all three very good. What matters is how you sound overall. Do we understand it? If it's one of these colors, yes. Okay, worry might start to sound a little bit like another word, or just a little too far away from what we want. But all three of these are good. Okay, let's try one more and then I'll take those questions. Here's our other chant for the night. Go ahead and mute yourselves, please. Here we go, like this. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Nothing. Not much. Nothing. Not much. Nothing. Not much. Nothing. Not much. Here we go. What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's up? Not much. What's happening? Not much. What's happening? Not much. What's happening? Not much. What's happening? Not much. And stop. So that question, if you live in North America, you'll hear that a lot. What's up? And a normal answer for that is not much. It's just a little routine. It's like a dance. So I'd like to hear that from you. I'll remove my spotlight and I'll just ask you. I'll say, for example, hi now, what's up?
Not much.
Yeah, nice. I could hear nicely done. Toa, what's up?
Not much.
Oh, sounds great. I could say the same thing to Tom. What's up?
Not not much.
Good. And now you can add, what's happening?
What's happening?
Not much.
Not much.
So what's up and what's happening can be the same message. What's happening? Not much. Okay. What's happening can also be more like, what's happening? You know, nobody's here. What's happening? Oh, they all left. But it can also be a lot like, what's up? Okay, let's try a few more. Let's see who's here in the room. I see Michi. I haven't heard you today yet. Hi, Michi. What's up?
Not much.
Great. I have two Michis. They did it perfectly in chorus. Nice. Elena, what's up?
Not much.
Nice. I can hear that really clear distinction. Sometimes the words are very similar, like batter, hotter, better, better. So we have better, batter, butter. And that's where those positions really matter, depending on what you're doing. Matter, mutter, matter, mutter, okay, mother, and so forth. So our non-moving, what do we know about non-moving vowels today? One position, okay, and we can locate it with our ears? No, with our eyes. That's the trick to pronunciation in a second language, is realizing I can't hear this, but I can see it. Okay, wonderful. I'm here open for questions today. Any questions that you've brought with you? I have a few from the community. You know that we have the Pure English Practice community. If you are not familiar with that, I can send you the link for that. Okay. But I did have a question there in just a moment. And the question was from Rebecca. She said this, and I'll post it in the chat here so that you can read with me. She said, I know every word has stress and unstressed syllables, but how do I make them stand out easily? I make it uncomfortable by sounding the stressed behavior, but the unstressed ones are hard to make it lighter and faster. I think it's just a really brilliant question, right? So we spend a lot of time thinking about stress. We say amazing and fabulous. Try that. Amazing and fabulous, right? What she's asking us is, what about the other syllables? So maybe we're saying amazing and fabulous. Now they all sound stressed. So try this. This is just a little trick you can try with yourself. Try da 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 da. Go. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Go. Ba 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 ba. And da do da do da do da do da do. Da do da do da do da do da do. Is that pretty easy? Yeah, it's easy as long as you don't think about it as language. Just like, oh, you know, la 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 la, like singing. La 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 la. Good. Now if we slow down and listen to what we're really doing. La 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 la, right? The small ones are the unstressed. And the la, so la la, unstress, stress. La 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 la. We get back to Japan, 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 Japan. The word that we started with today. Yeah, unstress, stress. Now, sometimes it's not as easy as one, the other, like this. Sometimes it's la 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 la. La 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 la. So you're getting used to the idea that we have this close in sound, that's in the center. Da 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 da. Whatever color is here can change. Da dee da dee da dee. That's green. How about blue? Da do da do da do. D d d d. It's in the center. Okay, it's the relaxed sound. I hope that helps a little bit. I know this isn't easy, but it's part of it is to think, what do I do in music anyway? Music all over the world has beats, big beats and small beats. So we can use that for our speaking. Okay. Other questions today? Any questions? Teachers, you can raise questions from this lesson or questions that you came with. Hi, Doug.
Hey, I have one. I want to know about our controlled vowels. Is every stressed vowel that's followed by an R considered to be an R controlled vowel?
Thank you. So having this conversation requires a little bit of time with spelling.
Okay, well,
Because,
maybe later
yeah.
then.
So we're going to look at a little bit of spelling. Hold on one second here. Before I do that, let me just show you one thing I want you to see in case anybody has to leave. I want folks to know about our course, Speak Confidently. This is our pronunciation course for intermediate and advanced learners. So if you understand me tonight, you understand what I'm saying to you, this is a class you could take. As long as you have a level of English that you understand these conversations. we can have you in class. We'd love to see you. Our next class starts on September 6th. It's a 5-week course. It's a very small group. We get private video practice with trained coaches. Lynn Swanda is teaching this class, and I will be the mentor for the coaches that coach you. So teachers, if you've not been in the coaching practicum, you can join us for that. If you're ready, go check that out. But students, it's $125, 5-week course, it's highly affordable. We'd love to have you. Our teachers work with you closely, okay? Now, I want to go back to our question. I'm going to use my little whiteboard here. So you're asking about R-controlled vowels. I'm going to put that link for you, everybody, in the chat. If you're interested in that class, by the way, I'm multitasking, right? My multitasking tells me you might want a link there. That link that I just sent you is for more information about our course, Speak Confidently, R-controlled vowels. So Doug, maybe you're interested in a word like, okay, let's take that, heart. I'm going to make it bigger for you. Okay, there's the word heart.
Right.
We can do a similar, write a similar word. Okay. So these look very similar. The only difference is the T and the D in writing, but the sound of these two words is very different. Listen, heart, heard, heart, heard, heart, heard. What do you hear? Let's look at me in the chart. What sounds do you hear in heart, heard, heart, heard?
Olive South purple shirt.
Let's check it. Heart, heart. So heart, like your heart.
Heart.
It starts in olive and it moves to purple. Try that. R. It sounds like the letter R, the name of the letter R. Heart. That's your heart. Then with your ears, you can say in the past, I heard. What color is that? Heard.
Purple shirt.
Purple shirt. Heard. So which one is R controlled? Heart is R controlled, meaning it starts in one place and it moves to purple. And the control part of it, Doug, is that this sound is very, it draws our attention and it's difficult for us to hear what came first. So I train, as you know, I train teachers and students to notice art. That first sound is very important. We have to know, where did it start? This would be here, there, far. So we have to know, where does the word start before it goes to the purple or the R. Purple words are simply purple. They're not R controlled. Does that help? This
It's
word
interesting.
R controlled is specific to some teachers. Some people know this term and others don't. If you don't know R controlled, don't worry about it. But I want you to know that when you see the letter R, sometimes it's just going to be a purple word, and other times it will be this special movement up to purple, like heart and heard. Okay, so
Okay, but
spelling is
really-
not, yeah, go ahead.
Really, the question was, are all stressed vowels, and setting aside purple shirt, are all stressed vowels followed by an R controlled vowels? Is there words where it has an R after the stressed vowel that it's not an R controlled? And
Yes, it depends, because when it's a 2-syllable word, okay? So
yeah,
the example,
in the same syllable, yeah.
yeah, I'm going to give it to you here. Watch. This is a kind of interesting question. It's quite advanced. Let's look at it. Take a look at this word. So Florida.
Florida.
This depends a lot on where you're from and how you say it. For me, this is an orange word, Florida,
Yes.
and it's R controlled. But
Yeah.
for many people, they say Florida, Florida, Florida. And it becomes, let me see if I can find my color vowels here. Let me just I'll grab one of these for a second. 1 second. Okay. So here, Florida, for me, start asking yourself, teachers, whether you say Florida or do you say Florida? Okay. For those of us that say Florida, where it's both the O and the R together, that's R controlled. And Florida is not, because the R is now the beginning. It's a different syllable. That's pretty technical. So for students in the room, I just want you to know you can use either one and they both work, Florida or Florida. They're both correct. So in other words, Doug is interested in a question that maybe teachers are more interested in. Maybe students too. Okay. Good question. Great. Any other questions? Was that a new look at Florida for you now? I'm looking at you now. Now's thinking. She's one of our stellar level 3 teachers and she's always thinking a new thing. Was that new for you now?
So actually, I know that things, yeah.
You know about that.
But it's always very interesting. And so I just remember one of my students complained about the word, and actually, the shop names Trader Joe, and she tries to ask where the Trader Joe's so many times, but never be understood. So she just put there are 2 words. So she put the stress Trader's Joe. So that's why we can. So if we know about the Trader Joe's, so we can understand, but Americans don't understand. So they complain about that things.
So you're saying that she was saying Trader Joe's.
Yeah, so she said Trader Joe's like that.
Yeah. So that's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. There's a lot of movement in there. Who knows Trader Joe's? It's a grocery store. Yeah, it's in the United. I don't know if it's outside of the US, but it's good. I go there a lot. Trader Joe's. So these are 2 moving sounds. A, O. Okay. Great. Trader Joe's. Beautiful. In our 5-week class, I'll just finish by saying, we provide you each with a coach. If you're in there, you get a private coach each week. You get lots of practice. You get an hour and a half of live classes, plus homework and feedback just for you from a private coach. So it's a wonderful opportunity to work closely with us. We love to work closely, especially with teachers who speak English as a second language. So if English is your second language and you teach English, this is especially for you. Speak confidently. Okay, we'd love to see you there. It's starting in just a couple of weeks. Okay. Any final questions? Remember, you can always go to our Pure English Practice community. And that's where you receive all of your updates. Starting September, all of our Pure English Practice lessons will be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, New York time. And I say that with some apology because this is a Thursday night at 10 o'clock, late for a lot of us. I know this is very, very convenient for some of you, but we do need to move it to make my family life a little more manageable. I'm going to miss the Thursday nights, but we will record every session. So if you can't attend that Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, please continue going to that community, and we hope to see you there. Okay. Over here in the chat, I just posted a link to the learners community in case you've come through the advice of a friend. Join the community. It's free. And then you'll see all of our recordings there. Okay. Any final questions? I see. Let's see. Any final questions? We had one more final question from Doug. Thanks for making it a nice private message, but we can talk about it. Olive in Auburn, Learners, you can just know that don't worry about Auburn. If you don't, let's see, how can I put it? If you take every Auburn word we have and put it in Olive, you'll still be understood. So Olive is like a superpower you can use for all Auburn words. English speakers, if you have Auburn in your dialect and you love it the way Doug does, Doug, you can keep using it. But when your learners hear Olive, that's another correct answer.
Yeah, the question is, I know you can take all of Auburn dog words and say them using olive sock. Does it work the other way? All olive sock words, can all olive sock words be referred to in the Auburn dog?
So like father, which is Olive for everybody. Could I say father? I suppose you probably could, but it's not something, it's not likely. It would, in British dialects, it would work. Yes, there.
That's something I was about to say. Sounds very British.
Yeah, you can shift everything back because we saved this, but even father is for British is still olive. I'm sorry, it's tomato. Yeah. So if you take the British dialects, you'll find that there's a lot more of an Auburn sound to our olive words, Doug. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
I know when I look in Blue Canoe, I'll see words that are olive sock that don't mention Auburn dog. And there are others that say this is an olive sock word and it can also be spoken with Auburn dog, but not all words that are olive sock mention the Auburn dog.
Exactly. And that's because all Auburn speakers still have olive. Everybody who has Auburn in their dialect as an accent, they also have olive. And the words that are olive behave in certain ways. People who have only olive do not have Auburn. So it goes only one direction. Okay.
Yeah, I need to talk to you about that also.
Okay. So learners, what I want you to know is this class is special because teachers and learners come. We can ask any question we have, and every question is, honored. If you don't understand the question, it's okay. But please don't be shy about asking your question too. Okay. What Doug is asking about is interesting to teachers. What I want you to know about these two sounds is that for you, they're interchangeable or the same. You can think of it as one word and it's olive. Okay. And you will be understood. It will sound good. It's a very easy way to go. Okay. Otherwise, if you're training to be an actor and you need to have an accent of a particular part of the world, if you're training to be a spy like James Bond, which I don't think any of us are becoming James Bond spies, but that's when it matters the most, is if you have to be that sound. But most of us are just living in the world. We just want to make friends, have acquaintances, and communicate. And that's why we have so much flexibility about all of this. Okay. If it touches, it's pretty close. I want you to have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day wherever you are. Please come back again. I'll be back in September. I think our next session is, wait for it. What is our next session? Is on September, is it 3rd? Something like that, the first Tuesday in September. I have too many windows open. So I can tell you now, it is September 5th. There we go. September 5, okay? And it'll be back out of that Pure English Practice classroom. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you. Be well.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you, Karen. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.